A mockbuster movie is a movie created with the intention of piggy-banking off the publicity of a major movie with similar title, subject, or both. Mockbusters are often made with a low budget. Given the time, effort and money that Hollywood puts into its filmic ventures, it can be frustrating to learn that some countries prefer to just borrow entire plots from successful flicks, and transpose them onto their foreign versions instead of coming up with their own original ideas. This means that some incredibly bizarre rip-offs have made their way into existence over the course of the last few decades, many of which take familiar characters and concepts. In this list we count down 5 movie rip-offs. Beauty and the Beast is a 1991 American animated musical romantic fantasy film produced by Walt Disney Feature Animation and released by Walt Disney Pictures. The film features Belle, a girl who is dissatisfied with her life in a small French town, constantly trying to fend off the misplaced affections of Gaston. The Beast is a prince who is placed under a spell because he could not love. A wrong turn taken by Maurice, Belle's father, causes the two to meet, where they end up falling in love. It seems that Thailand is the kind of place where they don't seem to care about rip-offs. Thai company GM Toons wanted to make their own version of Beauty and the Beast, but it seems they couldn't really be bothered with doing any actual work. Just to mix things up and come across as slightly creative, they decided that their version of the Beast had Simba's head from The Lion King on top of his body instead. Also, GM Toons' logo looks strangely similar to the Disney logo. First Blood tells the story of a Vietnam veteran who returns home after the war to find the local sheriff is out to get him, and as tensions build up between the two men, a bloody confrontation emerges. That's also the plot for Vahşi Khan, a Turkish movie from 1983, although there's one major difference, one that puts it light years ahead of the film is so blatantly ripped off. It opts to start with zombie bikers murdering a woman. The film generally follows the narrative beats of the famous Sylvester Stallone movie once it's finished with the zombie biker scenes. The protagonist in this version is more reliant on his martial arts skills than anything else. E.T. the Extraterrestrial is a 1982 American science fiction fantasy film co-produced and directed by Steven Spielberg. The lovable story is about a gentle alien that becomes stranded on Earth. The being is discovered and befriended by a young boy named Elliot. The film was a global success, earning over $750 million. While seeing the potential, Turkish filmmaker Zafer Par decided to create his own edition of the movie. They named the film Baddie, the Turkish E.T. The poster kinda looks promising, considering the spaceship seen on it. The film starred little-known Turkish actors, most of them children. The plot for Baddie is almost similar to that of E.T., but this time the alien doesn't resemble the alien we know. Instead, the alien in Baddie resembles a creepy ogre-like creature. 3 Dev Adam is a 1973 Turkish cult action film, based on the characters created by Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, Stan Lee and Joe Simon. The story takes place in Istanbul, where a violent criminal organisation led by SpiderMan surfaces in the city with counterfeit United States dollars. A small task force consisting of Captain America, Santo and Captain America's girlfriend Julia arrive to help local police stop Spider-Man and his gang. Captain America's girlfriend, who has infiltrated Spider-Man's hideout, is captured and taken to a house in a remote location. She manages to send an SOS signal to the Captain. Captain America saves Julia and chases after Spider-Man, who manages to escape. Meanwhile, Mexico's national superhero and wrestler Santo infiltrates the dojo that is used as a front for counterfeiting. After being captured, he manages to escape along with incriminating evidence. Captain and Santo raid a very important hideout where most of the counterfeiting operation is taking place. They manage to shut down the hideout while Spider-Man kills a couple, steals a statue and runs away. Soon after, another fight between heroes and Spider-Man begins. It's revealed that there are 4 Spider-Men as one is beaten to a pulp by Santo, and another is strangled to death by Captain America. Captain America and Santo then go undercover in a club. Spider-Man's gang notice them and a fight occurs. The heroes are seemingly overpowered and are taken to Spider-Man's hideout. Once there, Captain America and Santo act like they are fighting each other to confuse their captors, but manage to break out and eliminate most of the gang members. Spider-Man arrives at the end of the fight with his girlfriend, only to have her struck by a wild shot from the gun of one of his henchmen. He flees with Captain America in hot pursuit. Captain America catches Spider-Man and defeats him. The fight continues until all of the Spider-Men are dead. The only real noticeable difference in this film is that Spider-Man's costume is vastly different from both the comics and his depiction on the poster, differing both in design and colour. He is also depicted as a villain with none of his abilities from the comics. His only unusual ability shown is the apparent power to come back unharmed from death multiple times, and use of a switchblade and a gun and guinea pigs as form of weaponry. The film, which went on nationwide general release across the country on November 1st, 1973, was completely unauthorized by the copyright owners of the characters depicted. God You Are Great is a 2008 Indian fantasy comedy film. It was released on the 15th of August 2008. According to the director, the film is inspired from a village folktale about a Brahmin, though most viewers noted that the film's storyline has similarities with the 2003 Hollywood comedy Bruce Almighty starring Jim Carrey. The film bombed at the box office. In this movie, a wannabe TV anchor blames God for all of his troubles, and then he ends up meeting God and God gives him immortal powers for several days. Also, during the film, the TV anchor starts listening to people's prayers. He then realizes that considering each person's wishes individually would be too time-consuming, so to save time and effort he grants everybody's wishes. The only major difference with this version is that the running time is over 150 minutes. So that was 5 movie rip-offs. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more countdown videos.